Hey everyone, this is Throwback Thursday, a throwback of this week in the last 10 years. Back in 04, so the Shoppers Drug Mart sign was actually a vintage IGA sign. I took a picture of an old telephone which I thought was Edtel, but then looking at this picture, it's actually a telephone. Wested had a petting zoo and they were bringing around their donkey through the mall. Speaking of animals, there was a dolphin show, and in the same lake was the Deep Sea Adventure Submarine Adventure. So in the same place where there was a Canadian Idol audition, a Segway track, a World Vision experience, and the Gold's Gym, there was also a furniture shop that I forgot about, right in front of Silver City. Here's an LRT system map to travel downtown for free, and I went to Love According to John, and last year, that was the last production of the show. My classmate Michelle Kelly preparing for the large exams at the university in the Butterdome. And I talked about my 2 megapixel picture, that turned out to be this amazing poster. I did one of my first documentary videos on people not stopping at stop signs, and I went to a choir karaoke night. The New Hope Mission building was still under construction. Back in 05 now, I kept my finger lifting a 20-liter box of Coke syrup, and it smashed against my finger onto a metal piece. I cut it so bad I could see my bones, which was crazy. I took a tour of iHuman, some really nice sculptures and art, and a studio. I call it the Bob Marley building because it's now demolished and Epcor sits there now. Churchill Square just opened to the public after the renovation, and here's an ad for the new LRT station in 2006. So over to 06, I visited the legislature, the inside view of the Hub Mall. I had Iron Brew, including their ginger beer, and the new EMS station at Bonnie Doon was just being demolished and rebuilt. CAB, Central Academic Building, and I guess it's some sort of beer fest at the university. This is the Interfaith Chapel, and they had Muslims praying and the gender segregated. Last view of Hops. Beautiful mural of the Hotel McDonald. A unique flag flying on top of the Shaw Conference Center. Me with my Hope Mission uniform at the Herb Jameson Center. They called us the Blue Shirts. And a couple guys went missing, Chris and Michael Feist. I don't know if they were ever found, I hope they were. And an old phone book where you dialed 100 for emergencies, called at the Shaw Conference Center Panorama. 07, I visited the museum, and in fact I had an annual pass of the museum and the Telus World of Science. I loved exploring. This is the Churchill LRT station without the door that is there now. And I noticed this Korean pavilion outside the Royal Alberta Museum. Now in 08, there was a giant snowman outside St. Joseph College, Kung Fu Panda was playing, and Shepherd Gardens at Millwoods was being built. I just really love this picture, all the depths that you can see here, and it was warm enough for a barbecue. Went to Rover Lai's piano recital and got his autograph. Remember, I lost my wallet. I got my replacement ID for my alumni wine card. Went to Bonanza Western Grill for the first and last time before it was burnt. 09. Looks like there was an interactive kiosk at the City Hall. There was a really windy day in which the windows of City Hall were broken. Now that Epcor Tower's in the way, it kind of blocks out some of that wind, but it was so bad they had to close the atrium in the middle. Southgate Transit Center had an additional mod that they put in as a bus shelter, which was really cool because people can warm up inside. This is the skeleton frame of the Art Gallery of Alberta. This is the Canada Permanent Building, also known as the Old Japanese Village Building, now to be a strip club. And I took a video timing my journey from Southgate to university. 2010, I went to visit Lazara. We had a flag for the Vancouver 2010 Torch Run. They were looking for options for the Valley Line LRT construction, and it looks like they had actually planned it in front of the art gallery, which has now been moved south of Churchill Square. This looks like an ATM at the art gallery, and the flags were at half-mast, probably for Ralph Klein. And that's the new exit to the Pedway that I showed you last week, which was quietly put in there. And Edmonton had a super windy day, and we were still landing planes at the city center airport. 2011, I was in Spokane at this time, and this is the quadruple burger that I had. I had a drink, chips, and a gordita for $2 in the States. This is 2012. It looks like I went to a restaurant that was serving shark fin. Don't worry, I don't have shark fin. And near Ellerslie, I discovered this little lake. 2013, I had my first Twinkie. You can see that video. I went to Stanley Milner Library to get my free EPL card, and I also looked at the newspaper on my date of birth. Law Day was happening as well, and I got locked up. Looks like I got my backpack and I stuck my takeout food in there. This lady was not only smoking beside a no smoking sign. She was smoking beside a patient at the U of A hospital. Look at this row of buses during rush hour in the morning. This is the Jasper Avenue Rehabilitation Project, and one of the construction workers photobombed me. Went to a dinner auction to raise money for the youth going to World Youth Day, and also took one of my adventure videos at City Market. I took these pictures of Capilano Mall before it was demolished. This is one of the last pictures of the decorative street lamps at Jasper Avenue. Ignore Thomas Mulcair, this was the date of the Boston Marathon bombing. And that's it for Throwback Thursdays. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye.